Good morning. Today is April 13th, 2020, and this is the Fundations Level 3 lesson for today. I want to start off with going over our dictation. So our dictation from Thursday. So if you want to go ahead and pause and look and check your answers, the mistakes that I noticed that were common, I'm going to go ahead and just go over how to do those. And I want to go over how to spell tomorrow. It's Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay. So there's the answers for the dictation on Thursday. You could pause, look at that. I'm just going to put this here. Is it going to let me? Oh, my chair's in the way. Let's do that. Okay. All right. Now let's move on to our word of the day. So our word of the day is copying. Copying. So notice how there's a suffix, ing, ing, and we know that because if I took it away, copy is still a word. Copy. Notice how the Y is making an E sound. So what I would do is I would go cop, E, and then for suffixes, you have to circle them. And then I have to mark the sound that the Y is making. Cop, E, k, op, E, E. It's making an E sound. Now, because it makes a long vowel sound at the end of a word or syllable, it is an open syllable. What's cop? K, op, k, ah. Well, it's making a short O sound, so it's a breathe, and then it's closed in by a consonant, so it's a closed syllable. So if I were to put this all together, it would look just like that. Copying. What does copying mean? Well, copying means that you are taking something and you are doing the same exact thing, either on another piece of paper, or maybe if you have a little brother or sister, or just a brother or sister, they might copy what you say. So if you say stop it, they'll say stop it. So it's doing the same thing again. That's what copy means. This is what I want you to do. Practice marking these with the Y at the end and knowing if you need to change the Y to an I. Why did this Y stay a Y? Well, look what's right here. If you had two I's next to each other, it would look weird. And there aren't really any words in the English language that do that. So that's why that Y didn't turn into an I. Let's do it with another word. Let's do it with happy. So we have happier. Happier. There we go. Happier. So if I were to take happy and add an to the end, first let's mark this Y. This Y is making a long E sound, happy. But look here. The suffix starts with an E. So would I have to change this Y to an I? Yes, because the suffix does not start with an I. Now, there were some people putting IE. Again, that's a vowel team, and we're not working with vowel teams yet. So happier. See how that Y changed into an I? Changed it to an I. So then you would still scoop it, happier, and this just gets the E at the end, This is just a close syllable. Happier. Let's do it with crying. My cat was crying this morning because I feed him as early as he wanted to. He's so needy. Okay, crying. Okay, so crying. So notice how the Y goes I. Crying. Look at the suffix. It starts with an I. So because it does that, the Y is going to stay the same. So we cry. Okay, circle. Crying. Just like that. Easy peasy, right? Okay, so on your paper, I want you to do, let's just practice the marking part. I want you to do the word coziness, and babyish. So coziness, so coziness, just like this. Spell it the way you would have to regularly spell it. Do you have to change the Y to an I? And then mark it. And then do the same thing for bay, ish, babyish. So spell that. Do you have to change the Y to an I? Look at the first letter of the suffixes. Look at that. Okay. So mark those up. All right. And the last activity that we're going to do to wrap up this week, so that we can start into the new stuff, we're going to do a word talk. And we're going to make it fun. So usually in the classroom, what we would have to do is we would have teams. We can't really do teams. So what you're going to do is if a word has a blend, we're going to make this like a little exercise. If a word has a blend, I want you to do a jumping jack. Okay, so do you know what a jumping? You jump and then your legs come out and you do this, and then yeah. So if the word has a blend, you'll do a jumping jack. If the word has a suffix, okay, because you know for suffixes you have to circle them, I want you to put your arm in circles like this. Okay. And then if the base word of the word that I show you ends in Y and has a suffix, then I want you to do a push-up. Okay? So you have three things. If it has a blend, you're going to do a jumping jack. If the word has a suffix, you're going to do arm circles. And if the word has a base word that ends in Y with suffix, then you need to do a push-up. I'm going to go through these really fast, so I want you to say them out loud, and then I want you to do the thing. So if you need to pause between each word, please do that. Okay? So. Excuse me, card. There we go. Please make sure, are you saying these words out loud, or are you just sitting here staring at me do these cards? Because then I look real dumb. Okay? Please make sure you're doing the activities and reading them. This is to help you. Ooh, look at that. Do you see? Ooh, yes, girl. Do those jumping jacks. Do those arm circles. Yes. Let me see them arm circles. Ooh, yes, do those jumping jacks. I hope you did a push-up. Duty. All right. So then what I want you to do, I hope you did all that. Okay. So for your Fundations, all you have to do today is send me or Ms. Williams a picture of these two words spelled together the way they're supposed to and marked. Okay? That's it. Okay? Tomorrow we're going to go in and learn more rules with this little letter right here. Okay? Thank you for doing E-Day, and I will see you tomorrow.